How's everybody doing?
Hi.
Right. I'm gonna give it a few minutes here before we get going on anything. So everybody's aware, I'm only gonna be on for about an hour tonight. I'm pretty tired, but
Yeah,
got a
same.
cool topic for the night. And talk about some more of the advanced equipment for saltwater sumps and stuff. So should be pretty fun.
Ian, what's up?
Annette, Bunny, Whip, Mark, Mississippi Hippie, Bateson, Adkins. Hope you guys are doing good. Steven.
Steven.
Hope you had a good anniversary.
Oh yeah. Happy anniversary.
A lot of good streams today. And
I,
Danikins,
I missed
member
most.
only stream, quite a bit of them. I was in and out all day. Had to get stuff done.
Yeah, today was a weird day at work. It was not, I wouldn't call it slow, but wouldn't call it consistent either. Like it was very erratic, the traffic. So I was trying to do water changes. People would come in, make me stop. And then, because I was alone most of the day at the shop.
Yeah.
And then right there at the end, when my coworker did come back from her maintenances, all of a sudden we just got bombarded. Just nonstop for the last like
Well, at
2 hours.
least she got back first.
Right, I know. But yeah, last 2 hours were crazy. It was good. It was good.
Heck yeah. Scuba Steve, what's going on?
Scuba Steve.
Give it a good few minutes here. Let the normal crowd show up here, and then we'll get started.
Yes. Danikin, what's up?
Nothing wrong with that, Steven.
Nope.
Anakin, what's going on? Yeah, we're going to be talking about some more of the advanced equipment that you can use in saltwater sumps.
Funny.
Killer Kitty, how's it going? Righty.
I should have made tea. It's okay. I'll push through. It's fine.
You're falling asleep now.
Right? I know. I'm in my comfy chair too. Hello. No, you can't come up here. No. Get down.
Here in the next day or two, I'm going to put one of those Viper Spectre lights up over that 75.
Oh yeah, I dug out the light and the canister filter from my 120 that I picked up. I haven't messed with them yet. I think Nathan turned on the light. Oh, there it is. He said it was only blue, but I don't know if that's a two-way switch because it was a saltwater light. Is it
Oh.
fluorescent? Oh, if it's a fluorescent light, then I have to get a new light.
Yeah,
It's a big hood, like it's a fluorescent light.
it's probably a fluorescent light.
That
That's what I'm
sucks.
thinking of.
Let me hold on, let me check. Ah, son of a bitch.
It is, isn't it?
There is. Yeah, I'm getting a new light.
Where is it? Where is it? Where is it?
I don't even think you can even get 4-foot fluorescent lights anymore unless you just get like a regular one from the hardware store,
It'd probably be pretty expensive.
probably. That sucks. What light were you saying the other day?
Just looking for the link for it right now.
Lifeguard? What brand was it?
Lifeguard.
Okay. Send that on the Discord. I'll look it up.
Oh well. I'm looking for it right now.
Thanks. Appreciate it. Gina, where's the greasy kitties? I don't have greasy kitties.
Greasy kitties, Jesus Christ. Alright. Nanolite. That's a cool little light. It's expensive though. Where the hell is it? I got so much stuff. Bunch of nice little tanks.
I could look for an LED shop light. That is true.
You could.
I do have like, it's not quite a mom and pop hardware store, but it's better than like Home Depot and Lowe's. Like it's a franchise. So maybe I'll go there and see how much they are. I very well could. Because it doesn't have to be a strong light. I'm not doing plants. Lonnie,
What was it?
oh, we talk about worse than that, Danny. You know, you were here for Never Have I Ever. You stayed up pretty much all night with us.
Yeah?
He was the one freaking contributing the most to it.
There we go. I found it. Yeah, what? It's 60 inches, isn't it?
Yeah, the tank is. But there is a glass. There is a glass top.
So there is a glass top.
Yep.
Mm.
Yeah, they freaking broke a corner of one of the sides to put the canister tubing into. It's like just a whole chunk of the corner missing. I was like, great.
Well, don't know what the hell happened to it. You'll have to find it, but I got you as far as to their Amazon store site
That'll work.
and looking at all of their lights.
That'll work. I can figure it out. I have a 4-foot, $16 Walmart shop light LED on my 55. Nice. Yeah, I'll have to look into that.
I just really
Thanks.
like these lifeguard lights. They are nice. All
Yeah,
right, back to chat here.
all kinds of plants. Well, see, I'm not putting plants in her tank because she'll eat them.
All right, Lonnie, how's it going?
Yeah, because black belts are apparently like herbivores or prefer plants, so she'll eat them all. So I'm not planning on putting plants in there unless they're meant to be food. Like when my Java moss and stuff starts overgrowing, I'll throw that in there
Oh yeah,
as
that's what I
food.
do.
Yep.
She eats the shit out of it. Yeah. Oh no.
Oh yeah,
The shimmer that.
that's dangerous. Grocery shopping while hungry. That's a bad time.
Yeah, I got that lifeguard light and a smaller one, and I'm in love with them.
Yeah.
Absolutely in love with them. And then I was messing around with my lights one day, and I found out that it really brings out her colors nicely.
Mm-hmm.
Really nicely.
Yeah.
So I just kind of kept it over.
Depending on, I might just spend the extra and get that since it's something that you recommend that you, like you said, bring out colors. So.
And it's got a blue button and a white button. White light, blue light. But the white light's got all your colors in it too. So.
The full spectrum, yeah.
Yep. Higer is not bad at all either.
Yeah,
I just haven't used them on pretty deep tanks is my only thing.
I keep hearing that people have been reviewing them lately.
I have quite a few of them. They work nice. They're good, cheaper light. Oh, man. You have to keep them moisturized, not lubricated. Oh, shit.
Yeah,
Mark wants to know if you're still talking about cats, buddy.
kind of.
Kind of. Wow. You guys are wild. Yeah, I just spent most of my day doing water changes. That is it.
I was gonna do the main fish wall, but then I got to thinking, or we had some corals that were kind of not bleaching out, but were more pale than they had been, so water tested on all the tables.
Yeah.
Usually when that happens, we just test elk, but I was like, yeah, I'll go ahead and check nitrates, I'll test phosphates, I'll test elk, test pH, calcium.
Right.
We have two like island tables, but they're divided, so it's actually 4 systems. So it's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Table 2 was terrible because that's the table that we have the stingrays on.
Yeah.
So I did a big water change on that one. Nitrates are at like over 60, and phosphates are at like 2, and
Right.
so I was like, nope, that one's getting 2 brute trash cans taken out right now. But that's not the one where the corals are like the corals that were in question. That's not even the table that those were in. So I don't know what's going on with those. Shotgunned a bunch of fucking water pretty much down my throat because we don't have like a sink to use a python. It's just literally a 1-inch tube
Yeah.
into the brute trash can, and I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, I got a mouthful of dirty saltwater tank water, and it was gross.
It'll happen.
Luckily, I was the only one in the store. Nobody else saw it. So,
Right. Hey, Thunder.
Thunder, what's up?
Before I forget here, guys, don't forget about Fish Fam auction the 9th at 8 p.m. Central. Or not Central, Eastern. 8 p.m. Eastern. Yeah.
Probably 7 Central.
Yep. Then also this Thursday at 2:30 p.m. Eastern is my giveaway for 250.
Yes.
We're gonna do one of my flower horns. We're gonna do 6 dark dragon guppies. I had a monster spawn from them already, so I'm just gonna keep all the babies and get rid of a good group of them. And then we're also gonna do a Title 35 filter, brand new
nice.
in the box. That's what we're gonna be doing.
Does salting tank water improve the flavor? No, at all. In fact, it makes it worse. It was terrible.
Yeah, should be a pretty good giveaway.
Yes, it will be. It's exciting.
Mm-hmm. It's one of the last few flower horns that I have right now. It'll probably be a while till I have some more. Tried doing something other than just fish.
Yeah.
And I happen to have an extra Title 35 just laying around in a box. So
That'll work. Yeah, we were just talking the other day about when the next when Skipper's fish auction would be. So that's good. I can start fragging my corals and have plenty of time for them to recover before the next one.
right. Yeah, 4 days.
Yep, yep. I'm excited to see who's gonna go up with what. The first one was kind of surprising with those what were they, zebra plecos? That surprised me.
Yeah. Pretty things, though.
They were, yeah.
All right. Well, probably going to get rolling on what I had planned for the night here. I don't have a whole lot of time, and I got a whole lot of information to cram in your fucking heads.
Well, let's go.
Uh, first thing I kind of want to say, some of these things can be a bit more advanced, but also more expensive
Yeah.
to purchase the pieces of equipment for a system. But just to keep in mind, you don't have to buy all this stuff, all these fancy things for a nice saltwater tank. This is really just me giving you an idea of the possibilities you have when you do decide to grow and advance your personal hobby. It's a lot more easy to learn and expand in the saltwater hobby by starting simple and progressively working your way up, saving for what you want along the way. Besides that, we're going to be talking about reactors, media, GFO, carbon, and biopellet reactors, nitrate reactors, zeovit reactors, algae scrubbers, roller filters, and a quick overview of electronic monitoring systems, which included in that is all your fancy electronic stuff, auto water change systems, lighting, all that stuff, all of it. First, I kind of wanted to start off with reactors. Those seemed, at least for me, were the most confusing. Personally, I think calcium reactors are an amazing addition to any saltwater aquarium, big and small. Some people, it might appear to them as calcium reactors are a very technical piece of equipment, but they're really pretty easy to operate and maintain for even beginners, with a lot of benefits. For calcium reactor to function, it needs the reactor itself, which is just a tall cylindrical tube. It's got usually an inlet in the top and in the bottom. Hate writing all my stuff down because I always lose myself because I don't put cue points. Yep. Also, which a lot of people don't really expect, CO2 canister with a solenoid and a regulator, feed pump. You're gonna need your reactor media, which is usually crushed coral a lot of the time. And if you have it, a pH probe and controller is usually recommended. With these things, the reactor body is filled with aragonite, which is crushed coral. Water is pulled away from the sump and pumped through the reactor media along with the pressurized CO2 from the CO2 cylinder. The CO2 drops the pH levels inside the reactor itself, inside the chamber, to an acidic level, causing the aragonite to dissolve and be slowly dripped back into the aquarium. The reactor knows when to function based on the bubble counter attached to the reactor body. So as long as you're paying attention to that, it's really not hard to screw up. In addition, you have the pH probe and controller. It's recommended because they're basically like a fire extinguisher. They help to ensure that the pH level inside the reactor doesn't become too acidic, and it's functioning properly at all times. In the event that the level drops too low, there are ways to set them up to let you know, usually through your probe and controller, depending on what it's attached to, like an Apex system, which are capable of monitoring pH levels inside of a reactor and all sorts of stuff. And it should shut the system down or shut the reactor down should anything happen drastically with those pH fluctuations. They're much more than just calcium, though. Or the reactors are just much more than calcium. The aragonite crushed coral inside of the reactor also releases a lot of valuable trace elements when it dissolves. I think they're one of the most important pieces of equipment when it comes to keeping a successful reef tank. While at first it seems that they're rather costly investment, most of the time we see customers spend more on additives over the course of a year rather than purchasing a reactor.
Yep.
You can buy a cheap reactor for $65 to $100. That's it. Kind of a bit to soak in there, but I think I got it out
Yeah,
in an understandable fashion.
made sense to me.
There's all sorts of other types of reactors, lots of media reactors, GFO, carbon, and biopellet reactors. They're exactly as they sound. They look exactly the same as a calcium reactor, just without the inlet for the CO2. So a
Yep.
lot of times you can use old calcium reactors for a media reactor if you don't feel like using it for that. I think they're pretty valuable because in the event you're having trouble getting certain aspects of your tank under control, like phosphates, nitrates, having issues with like yellowing water. The reactors can house anything from carbon, GFO, phosphate media, all sorts of stuff. All sorts of different types of rosins and stuff too, depending on what you're looking to correct. In that case, obviously carbon is, and with salt water, it removes odors really well,
Yes.
and a lot of discoloration, and obviously chemicals.
And medical.
Yeah, chemicals is kind of what I meant by that. Although carbon does have the potential to release phosphates into an aquarium, from what I was reading. Now GFO is phosphate media. It's also known as ferric oxide, FERRIC. It's usually extremely reliable in marine systems for lowering phosphate levels, which can be kind of a pain in the ass to keep control of.
Yes.
And phosphate is a nutrient created by the mineralization of dead matter, uneaten food, fish waste, dead fish, plants, bacteria, all sorts of stuff. This is why protein skimmers are such a necessity to marine systems, particularly reef systems. They really help remove all these harmful compounds that I just kind of went over there from all those different possibilities that it comes from. They really help remove a lot of different harmful compounds on top of that as well, not just phosphates. But definitely in heavily fed or stock tanks, sometimes GFO reactors can still be necessary, depending on what you're going with, overstocking, whatever. Biopellet reactors, these are, most of the time people will call just, oh, it's a bioreactor with little mini bio balls in it, is what most people think they are. But it's also known as solid carbon dosing, which relies heavily on the aquarium's ability to fend things off on their own. This is why biopellet reactors, as well as Zeovit reactors, which we're going to talk about in a minute, are two of our favorite additions to any tank. Well, my favorite additions. Colonizing nitrate-laden bacteria. This bacterium transforms ammonia to nitrate, obviously, and so on and so forth. Is either removed through water changes or natural filtration, such as macroalgae and live rock, live sand. Those can filter it out pretty well as well.
I have to interrupt you for a second. Jimmy P just came in and said something really sweet. He says, I don't mean to interrupt, but I wanted to let you know that your number one fan is watching. Thanks. Sorry.
Very good. Now with these, kind of strongly
recommend running the outlet of the reactor as close to the intake of your protein skimmer as you can. Plumb the outlets of the reactor into the skimmer intake itself. Usually ensures that any waste from the bacteria will be filtered through your aquarium to keep your rest of your tank safe and healthy, because it will spit some out. So just kind of making sure you're getting all your flow right. It's not too hard. It's just running the outlet, dropping it into a T-valve going into your protein skimmer. Costs probably $6 for the stuff to do it. Next, I kind of want to talk about nitrate reactors. I think they're pretty dependable way of keeping nitrates under control in a reef tank. Where a lot of times you might find the levels to be problematic. And these work by combining sulfur media with calcareous media. This offers a pretty efficient level of nitrate removal. Water flows through the reactors at a very slow rate by the means of a feed pump. The media contained in the reactor can begin to absorb the unwanted nitrate. Some tanks that are either heavily fed or stocked, a nitrate reactor can be life-saving. Save you a lot of water changes too. That's really even when keeping all tank inhabitants and stuff with a saltwater tank. That's kind of all I got to say about that one. Last one here, Zeovit reactors. These are one of my favorites. They're somewhat equivalent of having a giant container strictly dedicated to beneficial bacteria attached to your aquarium. And in a short way to put it, purchase one of these reactors, you should probably be aware they will need to invest a little time and money into keeping these little bonuses thriving. If they do, these will work to greatly control nitrate and phosphate levels. I've had really good luck with these guys. Kind of like I said there a minute ago, I have to invest a little bit of time and money into it. These usually work pretty well together in tandem with your skimmer to control the harmful nutrients along with the nitrate reactors we were just talking about. These kind of bacteria chambers work pretty similar to a biopellet reactor, only at a much higher level. They also colonize much larger and more efficient levels of bacteria. That's about it for algae scrubbers. I'll kind of take a little break here before I get moving on further. I got a whole lot left here. I just went over a lot. If you guys got any questions, throw them in now.
So when would you like bio scrubbers and all that stuff? Like a bare bottom tank or just any tank, any reef tank?
You can use them on bare bottom tanks, of course.
So like when would they be most necessary? What kind of tanks
most necessary when you're having issues with those certain things they're built for, like nitrates and phosphates. If you're having issues with phosphates, you're obviously going to probably want one of the media GFO or carbon reactors.
Which most people struggle with with the phosphates and stuff.
Yeah. Yep.
It's always good to start a tank if you're planning on having a reef tank eventually to get at least a media reactor.
Mm-hmm.
Versatile. I have one. My tank.
I have them too. Most of these reactors are all benefiting to the stability of your tank overall. If you keep up on the maintenance and keep everything running nice and efficiently, should go pretty smoothly. You gotta take your time, be patient.
Yeah.
The biggest thing with a lot of this more advanced stuff is you just gotta be patient. Take your time. Don't rush anything.
Yep. And if you do find multiple problems arising, don't try to fix them all at once.
Yeah, step by step.
Yep. Tackle one issue at a time.
Mm-hmm. You know, like if you're having issues with phosphates and nitrates, like we were just talking about, if you can afford it, a Zeovit reactor would take care of both of those issues very efficiently.
Yep.
Uh, just kind of remind everybody, you don't need all these things for a nice fancy tank. You don't.
No.
You can have a super nice saltwater tank, a bunch of live rock, and some fish. Whatever light you want over it, you don't need nothing special in that case.
All this is have the extra money, and it just saves you some maintenance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. In some of these cases, I mean, I have 3 different reactors on mine. I have a Zeovit, a calcium, and a biopellet reactor. And those right there, I could, if I was to put a lid on my tank, I probably wouldn't have to do water changes for a month at a time at least. And that's just from adding those. Without those, I mean, every 2 weeks probably. And that's just for my personal tank that I have going.
Yep. Yeah, I have a media reactor. I just have carbon and GFO in it. Because my refugium does pretty good taking nitrates and phosphates out.
And how often do you change your media, your carbon?
So I usually just whenever my phosphates start to go up, that's when I change my GFO. Well, and I change both the carbon and GFO, but I'm not doing it for the carbon. I'm doing it because the GFO is spent and needs to be changed out. So usually every 2 to 3 months.
Yep. Sounds about right.
Yep. I'm actually due to change it now. Probably do that Thursday.
And that's also how I test to see whether my media needs changed or anything like that, is from testing my water.
Yep. Yeah, otherwise my tank's stable. I usually only check my water once a week, once every 2 weeks, just to make sure that everything's okay, but it's usually fine. And that's even then I have the master kit, so I'm only like nitpicking.
Right. I'm weirdo. I do it every week just because I'm a weirdo.
Yeah.
But I only do that with salt water. I don't do that with my freshwater tanks.
Right. Now, if I clean out,
Remember, are they Fireman's Dream Flower horns? Mine are, yeah.
so if I clean out my refugium, like if it starts to get overgrown with plants and I pull some plants out, then yes, I will test my water more often just to make sure my nitrogen phosphates don't spike.
Yep. Andy, how's it going, man? Aquarium's maintained. Melissa? Yeah, it came out weird. Melissa? Kenny? ABC?
ABC.
All right. Like I said, guys, if you guys have any questions over what I just said, ask.
Yep.
We can elaborate on
Yeah, if you need
whatever. I tried to cover it all as best as I could.
Yeah, if you need us to break it down further, put it in more layman's terms, we can do our best.
Right.
So on your media reactors, do you have a separate pump for it, or do you have it attached to your return pump?
I have a separate pump.
Yeah, I have
I
mine.
found it more reliable.
Yeah.
That when you have a bunch of extra stuff hooked up to one pump, you need a bigger pump.
Yeah.
So, yep.
I say I
I
have
went
mine.
and bought out my reactors. Each individually came, when I bought them, came with a pump. So.
Gotcha. Yeah, I just have mine attached to my return pump, and yeah, that's the problem I find is that it doesn't quite push enough water through it.
Hey, Bunny. Gotta love the wonderful thing called replay button.
Yep.
Love you.
Ian says I struggle to keep nitrates and phosphates in my reef. I think another fish. Yes and no. You could also just try feeding a little extra. I don't know.
And go ahead and do some light gravel vacuuming in your dead spots.
No, I think he's having problem keeping nitrates and phosphates.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
A lot
okay.
of times, dead spots in your tank will collect that stuff. A lot of times in the gravel, and it'll spike a tank, or it won't spike a tank, but you'll constantly read it. So if you got any dead spots in that tank, try doing a little light gravel vac in those areas as best as you can. It might help a little. Other than that, you'd I wouldn't add more fish.
Yeah, not
Yeah,
necessarily.
struggling to keep it down. Oh,
No,
you
I
said
think
you're struggling to keep in your reef. Okay,
yeah,
okay.
he's
Okay, I
struggling.
misunderstood that entirely. Wow.
Yep, sure did. Um, yeah, I would just do a little extra, like feed extra time a day. Like not more food at one time, but like add another feeding.
Yep.
Your fish can only eat so much at one time, so just add another feeding.
Hey, Gina, you got that picture of that big tank of at your shop? It's got a nice Apex system and all the media reactors and everything on it. So I can give them kind of a visual representation.
Yeah, that's probably buried in our Discord chat.
Is it?
Uh, hold on, let me see if I can't add it really quick.
Problem?
Uh,
All right. While she's looking for that, we'll go over some algae scrubbers. Um, Pretty much what an algae scrubber is, filters water by moving water rapidly over a rough and highly illuminated surface, which causes algae to grow rapidly and in large amounts. And as the algae grows, it consumes all your nutrients such as nitrate and phosphate, nitrite, ammonia, ammonium, and even metals such as copper. That's what algae scrubbers do. They got some real nice UV lights, or not UVB lights on the inside, and usually pretty strong. In a box, you get water that flows up into it and down over that little rough piece of usually a piece of looks like a piece of plastic tray, and yeah. That's pretty much what algae scrubbers do. Is 29 gallons suitable for one person nose, or is that too small? No, you could comfortably keep a breeding pair of them in there. In my opinion, they wouldn't have any issues at all their whole life. No, not too small, if you ask me. Another type of nasties removal equipment that you can use is something called roller filters. And pretty much what that is, it's like these fleece rolls, and they sit on a little belt and go, and it slowly winds into another one. Some of them are hand, you have to do it by hand. Every so often you give it a little twist, and others are automatic. But what these do, the water flows over the felt, and it grabs up a lot of your nasties. Trap wastewater flowing through them. Each little section gets brown and dirty, and then it's rolled up and out of the way and replaced with a new little section. That's pretty much how that works. Super simple. They're usually quite a bit cheaper than something like an algae scrubber, but algae scrubbers work well, very well. What's up? You find it?
yes, I think I sent them to our Discord thread, not the DM, but to the thread, so they don't get buried again.
Uh, what? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't see it anywhere.
Ah, dang it. Hold on.
If I'm being honest. The last little section I wanted to talk about here, not getting into it too much, kind of did a nice little summary of it here. But electronic monitoring systems, um, like
Apex.
Apex, yeah, the Apex Neptune, which allows you to monitor and automate a lot of the functions in your aquarium, like some flow lighting parameters, power heads, overall tank flow, auto dosing, auto water change. Control all your reactors, monitor them all as well. Some of them even have cameras that
Mm-hmm.
you can have inside of your tank and stuff like that. And most of them nowadays, as long as you get a smartphone or a computer, you can access it from anywhere in the world and see how your tank's doing at home. They're rather expensive. These systems are probably one of the most expensive pieces of having a high-tech saltwater system. You don't have to have something like this. You can do it all manually. But I mean, if you want a high-tech system, and you feel like you're at that point in the hobby that you might want to try something like that, they're pretty cool. And these do require, most of them require you to calibrate them as well, which can be a little bit of a pain in the ass sometimes. But it's not too hard. Apex particularly also makes stuff like water testing systems. It's a little box sort of thing, and you go and get a little vial of water, you stick it in there, and you turn it on, and it'll tell you everything you know about your water. You can use it for fresh water too.
Yep.
About
Yeah, it's like
700. Yeah,
triangular. Looks like a PC almost, like
Yeah.
a tower for a computer.
about $700 a piece. The only reason I know is because I recently shattered one across my floor and had to get another one.
We just got 2 new ones in today.
They're pretty cool.
Yes.
It saves me from going out and spending thousands of dollars on a commercial testing system.
Yep.
Yeah, that's pretty much all I had to talk about. Let's look for this picture here.
Do they come up?
Yep, I don't see the reactors, but you got the rollers on there, which is cool.
Yes.
One thing I didn't go over tonight was protein skimmers, because we've gone over that quite a bit.
Yeah, now that you mention it, I don't think there are reactors on that system.
I don't think there is. I'm not seeing one anyways.
I think there's a sock, and they end up just, if they need to put GFO or carbon, they just put it in a media bag and just put it in the sock, I think is what they usually do.
Yeah. I gotta fix my stuff here. Hold on. Can you see it now?
Yes.
All right. Now, this right here is what I was talking about, a roller filter. It's got that roll of felt up on the top, and it goes down through the bottom there, through the water flows through, and then as that gets dirty, this one in particularly has a little sensor on it, and it'll tell you when it gets dirty. It'll automatically roll it. There's other ones, like I was talking about, that are manual. It has a little knob on it. You just reach in, and when you notice it get dirty, you twist it.
Mm-hmm.
And those ones are pretty cheap. You can even easily make them yourself as well. It's got a big old protein skimmer on there.
Yeah, and that jug in front is if the protein skimmer ever overflow, it goes into the jug.
Yep. And then you got a nice Apex Neptune system hooked up there. as
Oh
well?
yeah, it's a full Apex system. It's for sale if
Mhm.
anybody wants to buy it. It's $2,000 or $20,000.
Jesus Christ. Nope.
375 gallon tank stand, that custom sump, the
Oh,
whole Apex
okay,
system.
I can, yeah. With the tank and the stand and all that.
All the rock, all the sand. Yep,
Hey,
just not fish.
right. And then over here they got a auto dosing system.
Yep.
I don't know. You guys got auto water change on this too?
No, it has the capability for it. We just don't have it hooked up.
Heck yeah.
Yep, it is a full Apex system.
Nice. Refugium going on there. Another
Bolichedo.
one we didn't talk about tonight was refugiums because that's a whole section in and of itself.
And there's a whole colony of copepods in there. They are the
Nice.
size of my fingernail. Like, they are huge.
Sounds like you need some dragonettes.
Not in that tank. Nope.
No what?
They'll get eaten.
Oh, what's in there?
There's 3 puffers. There's a huge Stars and Stripes puffer. There's a Mappa puffer and a.
Well, you got all them damn copepods. Get you a nice mandarin.
There's a Niger trigger. There's a boomerang trigger. There's a Queen Angel, so the Queen Angel would attack it.
Just evict them all and just put one.
Oh yeah.
One, yeah, yeah.
You come to the store.
Just one mandarin.
Yeah, just one mandarin and a 375.
Yeah.
No, we have the mandarins in the mains and the tables. We're actually about to get Target mandarins in this week.
Those are cool.
Yep. We had blues come in last week and greens come in the week before, and now we're getting Targets.
Nice.
We actually I just ordered some of those copepod hotels, those square ones that are printed. We're actually going to put them in the tables and sell them already seated.
That's cool.
Yep.
Stuff set back up here and changed my screen around and moved everything around on me.
I originally ordered them just to sell them off the shelf, but my boss was like, no, we'll put them in the tanks and seed them. I was like, that's using your noggin. That's why you're the boss.
Yeah. It's pretty smart. Lefty, how's it going, man? Hope you're doing well tonight. We just got done talking about the topic for the night. Talking about some more of the advanced pieces of equipment for saltwater sumps.
Yep.
Pretty good. A lot of good information in there.
Yes. And that's kind of the thing that people always ask, well, why a sump? Is because then you can customize it. It's not just like a hob filter where you just stick it on your tank and hope it does its job. Like, you can customize it. Like how my media reactor, if I need extra GFO because my phosphates are high, I can add extra GFO. You customize your needs.
Yep.
And there's space to do it. There's plenty of space to do it.
Plenty.
Because every tank is different.
See, I have come to learn that there's a lot more you can do with a saltwater tank.
Yep.
A lot. I love working with all the different pieces of equipment and tinkering with it all and seeing what works best for what tank and all that. I love doing stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. The problem solving.
Mm-hmm. Homemade sumps are pretty damn great too. Be making one before too long.
What, a sump?
Yeah.
Nice.
Got a bunch of 2.5 gallon tanks.
There you go.
Take one and turn it into a little sump and throw it on a 10 gallon tank. I want to throw it on a 5 gallon. Throw one on a 5 gallon as well. I've already kind of pieced one together and planned it all out and made stencils kind of.
Right.
For all the barriers. Every sump I've had, I've built myself. I've bought a handful of professionally made sumps, but most of the ones that I've had for myself are all made by moi. Not too hard. Right. I can't visualize a 200.
They're big. It's funny. I was
Oh.
just talking to a customer at work the other day. I think it was Saturday. He came in and he's like, "Yeah, I had a saltwater tank before, and I was really thinking about getting another one back up. I'll probably do a small one." I was like, "Okay, like one of these, like a 20-gallon Nano." And he goes, "No, like a 200." And I just laughed, and he kind of looked at me. I was like, "It's funny how everybody's perspective is different. Like to you, a
Yeah.
small is a 200." He goes, "I had a 5,000 and like saltwater indoor pond essentially." And I was like, "Oh yeah, no, that's amazing." But it's I have to laugh at everybody's perspective.
Right. I don't. Sometimes all you can do is giggle.
Yep.
You don't know what the fuck to say to what they just said,
Right.
or you just don't know what the hell they just said. 'Cause it
You
makes
have
no
to
damn sense.
take a second to compute it. Like, wait, what?
Are you fucking high?
Right. Well, and then when I was at Petco with mostly the freshwater customers, I've had people come in and like, "Oh yeah, I have a big tank." And I'm like, "Oh, okay," expecting them to say like 55,
You
75,
tell me it's a 20-gallon tank, you son of a
10
bitch.
a 10-gallon. They're like, "Yeah, it's like this one." And I'm like, "That's considered a small, maybe a medium tank." I'm like, "That's not a big tank."
See, and like to me, a big tank isn't big until I'm able to fit inside of it, or I have to
Right.
get inside of it to clean it.
Yep.
That's a big tank to me.
Yep. To me, a big tank is like 200 plus. And like that, and 200's like right on the cusp of being like a large tank.
Right.
55, 75s, 90s are consider 150s are considered like medium-sized tanks to me. And then smalls would be like your like 30s or 20s and under.
Right. Well, I'm not seeing any questions, so I'm gonna assume I covered my bases pretty well for everybody to understand.
I think everybody's still just stunned.
That's all.
Ask.
It's a lot to ram in for an hour.
It is.
Getting better about staying on task.
Yes. So not impressed with my 120 hunt. No, tank snob. Hey, that's what saltwater working in a saltwater store does to you. Definitely turns you into a tank snob. But no, I would assume you're gonna do great things with it. And freshwater 180s are great. It's just saltwater fish. There are a lot of big fish, so they fill up those tanks really easily. Freshwater, no, that's a huge freshwater tank. A
That's why you
180.
just don't put big fish in there. There's lots of small fish too, Gina.
I know. I keep telling you, I'm probably gonna evict all my fish out of my 40 and just fill it with nanos,
Or
barn 20s, and
sounds like you need another 120.
right. Oh my god, not in this house. That's when I'd have to actually clean out my basement and actually use it instead of just throwing junk down there. But it's cold down there, and then you have to go up and down stairs. I don't want to do that. I like my
But
nice
for a badass 180 or 120 gallon saltwater tank with a hippo tank, can't tell me that wouldn't be fucking worth it.
So hippo tanks are funny. They're either fine or they're assholes. Like we have both at my work right now. We have a couple hippo tanks that are just fine. You can add pretty much, you don't have to worry about adding things to the tank. And then we have two, one small and one large, that are just complete assholes. I think Gina needs a 300 gallon.
Mm-hmm.
For a puffer tank.
Jalupa, how's it going, man?
No, that's actually what we're planning on doing after that black belt passes. We'll probably do a fish only saltwater tank.
There you go.
I'll call it my mini.
Be one. I
I'll
hope
do
you
like,
know she has the potential to live like 20 years.
yeah, that's fine.
I'm just letting you know.
I know.
She's a healthy bitch.
Yep.
Let me tell you.
Um,
I'm not excited for the Shamu event that's gonna go down when I try to wrestle her out of that fucking tank.
oh my God. I have a purple tile fish at work that's probably about 6 to 8 inches right now and has Popeye, so I had to take it out and give it a medicated dip. Picking that thing up by hand, even with two hands, oh my God.
They're slimy motherfuckers, aren't they?
Like a noodle. It's like trying to pick up like a coolie loach.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's exactly like that. And I'm just like, I'm just trying to help you. I'm trying to give you a bath.
Oh yeah. Anyone want a large asshole pumpkin seed? I don't know,
No,
ABC, but it sounds like he'd make a damn good sandwich.
right? Is he digging in the tank again, Kenny?
Probably. Or he's killing something.
Or he's killing something?
Alright, let me go to the bathroom here, guys, and I guess I can stay on a little longer. Not a whole lot longer, though.
Maybe like a
Got a
half
little
hour.
bit. I got a little bit left in me here.
Okay.
Right back.
Okay. Yeah, I'll probably do like a mini predator tank. So I'll get like a dwarf lionfish and maybe some sharp nose puffers. So predator fish that don't get too big. I wonder what a Severum tastes like. Only one way to find out. Had one in my tank once, caught it in a local pond. Huh. Just bringing a prick to all the other fish. Aw. That's no fun. Can't play nice with others. Tastes like Oscar. There you go. Seen a video of a guy in Florida catch Oscars that have been released and then kind of made native, back to being like native. So they don't have like the true like tiger Oscar coloration, but they still have the eye spot. Anyway, he caught some decent ones and filleted them right on the boat and had a little um, camping grill and instantly like made a like no cut catch, clean, and cook. Made a sandwich out of them. So caught it, filleted on the spot, seared it, and made a sandwich. He said it was good. Debbie Holding, what's up? What's up? Captive fish don't taste as good as wild caught fish, though. I think it's because their food isn't as varied, and they don't get the exercise that the wild ones do. Got to get that muscle buildup. But yeah, I'm so excited. I just put in the dry good order, so my sand and my rock are on the way. I ended up getting the elephant stone. Um, so hopefully I ordered two.
Wow, you're supposed to get that damn moonstone. I'm disappointed. That stuff is pretty. What the hell?
Well, it was more expensive.
Well, yeah, it's prettier.
No, sorry. Um, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Turns out I found a whole box of Dragonstone at my work that my boss has been hoarding. But apparently he wants like double what retail is on it. And I'm like, nope. No, thank you. Yeah, see, Bunny says Elephant Stone is nice.
Not as nice as Moonstone.
Yeah. It'll be fine.
No, it won't. I'm disappointed.
Fine.
I'm joking.
But no, there was this really expensive saltwater rock that came with the 120, and I asked my boss today, I was like, if I bring that in, can I get a discount on the stone and the rock that I just ordered? He's like, yeah. Because he sells it for like $30 a pound, so I'm hoping my like trade-in value would be like $15 a pound. Yeah, it'd be nice.
Yeah.
ABC likes Elephant Stone too. See?
I didn't say I
picture-
like it. I just said Moonstone's nicer.
No, that is true. You did say that. I don't know. The picture on my distributor website showed like different colors, so I feel like it'll add a little bit more if it does come different colors, like what's pictured.
Oh man.
Yeah, hopefully it comes. I'm hoping it comes tomorrow because I'm off on Thursday.
That'd be cool.
Thought the fish order was going to come early. I thought it was going to come tomorrow, but my boss messaged me today and says, nope, it's coming Friday. I'm like, dang it, okay.
Of course it is.
It's really hoping to put fish away on a slow day. Got a bunch of Carib Sea Life Rock. Yep, 60 plus pounds that I'm not using. I thought about using the Life Rock, but I didn't know how bad it was going to affect like the pH and stuff in a freshwater tank. Yeah, oh my God, if it was actual moonstone, oh, that would be gorgeous. But I'd be scrubbing those rocks like twice a week, keeping them clean. I love moonstone.
You were about to get some.
No, like the crystal moonstone.
Oh.
That iridescent. I have a little carved turtle on my shelf in there, but I love it. It's so pretty. Kind of like opal, but without the specks.
Okay. So what's everybody up to?
Hanging out, chilling. Trying to talk salty.
Trying to talk salty. Sounds like you, you go wrong in all sorts of different ways.
The night stream. Supposed to. Gotta veer off in a adult manner in some way.
I guess you're not wrong. Damn it.
Watching your stream. Brennan's dying. He wasn't just going to the bathroom. He was doing extracurriculars.
No, I wasn't.
No, I wasn't.
Chilling out, maxing real all cool. Heck yeah. Oh man.
I wonder if my new gauges would fit. Let me try to fit those in. Ugh. Where did they go? There they
Damn it. What's my opinion on Biogen? Um, it's it's okay. It's just like any other biopolymer that you would use. Eventually, you're gonna have to change it. Um, Depending on the system, I've seen it last anywhere from 2 weeks to 2 months. It just really depends on what you got going on with that system. Would be how much you'd have to change it.
Yep.
It's not too bad.
Yeah, my boss really likes recommending FosGuard and FosBan versus GFO, but I've never had a problem with GFO using it in my
Neither have I. Neither have I.
I have to order so much a week because that's pretty much what they all use in their maintenances is the FosGuard.
Yeah, it helps.
I had to yell at them because right before I even start the order, I'm like, all right, what do you guys need for maintenances? And they're like, oh, I don't need anything. And then literally the day that the order comes in and I have my shelf is nice and full, they grab like half of them. And I'm like, guys, this is what I mean by like what you need for maintenances. We have to be able to sell this stuff.
Right.
You can't just steal.
No, I meant Biogen by Aquavitro.
Ah.
I thought that was what you were talking about, Andy. Or in carbon and GFO in my reactors, yeah.
That's what I run in mine is carbon and GFO.
Carbon, GFO, and calcium is what I'm running right now.
No, I add calcium chloride to dose calcium. I forgot to do that today. I just topped off and I forgot to add calcium chloride. I get the BRF.
I still have to dose a little bit of calcium chloride too, but not nearly as much and as often.
I do it every time I top off. My green slimer is finally starting to branch. Oh, I'm so excited.
Nice.
Not just this
I
weird
secretly want a little piece of that.
Oh yeah, I'll send you one. Just let me know when.
I dosed purple up for calcium. Yeah.
I didn't realize you could do that. I didn't realize that was also. It makes sense because yeah, it promotes coralline algae growth. So yeah. I just never even thought about it. No, not quite.
Wasn't aware Biogen had to be changed. Usually, I mean, you do with any kind of biopolymer like that. Eventually, it'll kind of soak up as much as it can.
Yeah.
Unless there's a different Biogen that we're discussing. Is the only Biogen that I know is the Aquavitro stuff.
Right. I don't know of anything else. Nope. Not gonna work. Ears aren't ready for it. My stretching kit is not sized properly.
Tons of Phosbond, yeah, it's good stuff.
Yep. My orange digitata is encrusted really well, and now its encrusting spots are starting to poke up and make new spikes. Oh,
I have to take a Dremel to cut out that fucking meteor shower that I have.
Yeah.
You got in that homemade light diffuser frag tray. In the bottom of that tank. Yeah, I have to, it's about the size of like $2 coins.
Yeah.
And it's encroached all the way on like the underside and around and through it and everything. So I'm gonna have to take a Dremel or something and nip off that whole square of it.
Yep. And just glue that to a plug.
Yep. Kind of sucks because that piece of plastic in there, but I guess it'll be all right.
Yeah.
I can trim it down pretty close.
It'll be fine. We have the same thing. We have a few encrusting corals that have sat long enough that yes, and zoas that have actually grown
Mm-hmm.
the egg
At
crating.
least the zoas you can kind of separate off of it.
Yeah, but they're expensive, like the utter chaos and all that stuff.
Yeah. Because with that, a lot of that, like that meteor shower, I know if you just take a straight scalpel to it, you have a good chance of killing it.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure how to frag encroaching corals or encrusting corals.
We have one of those the fancy bandsaw with the water spray. We have one of those, so we usually just end up cutting whatever it's on.
Oh. Cool.
Yep. I'm not allowed to use it yet. They say I'm too accident prone. Whatever.
Well, pieces of egg crate with various corals encrusted on them? Yeah, I have too. But
Yeah.
none like this. Like, I'm going to have to leave it there permanently. There's no way of getting it out of there. At least that little bit. Like you said, it's only about the size of like $2 coins sitting side by side, so not too bad. I just gotta hurry up and get it onto something.
Well, while we have the salty people here, I plan on making a little Zoa garden for Skipper's next auction. Not this coming up one, but the next one. I might enter a little Zoa garden.
Heck yeah,
Pretty excited about it.
definitely, Chalupa. Blah blah blah. Chinese. Blah blah blah.
Technically, it's Latin. They're scientific names. Craig, what's up?
Hey, hope you're doing well, man.
Yeah, the inland wet saw. Yep, that's it. Yeah, ABC is no longer a salty person. You have a month. You can set one up.
Wait, you're in New York.
He sure is.
Motherfucker, you could totally keep native saltwater fish. Don't be that way. Don't be that way, you dickbag.
Oh, he could. Yeah, because this thing is native fish.
Yeah. Linguistics snob? I am not. I couldn't
No,
tell you what most
She's talking.
scientific names are.
She's talking
I
to
work
me.
with so many different species
'Cause I said
between
technic.
reptiles and fucking fresh and saltwater fish.
I only know the saltwater corals because that's just what they're called. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just what they're known as.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she was talking to me, not you.
Oh, well.
That's fine.
Don't forget, guys. Giveaway Thursday at 2:30 Eastern. We got a flower horn. One of my last couple I got left. 6 dark dragon guppies. And a Title 35 filter. Brand new in a box.
Good variety of things.
Mm-hmm.
Bunny called me a snob twice. She called me a tank snob and then a linguistics snob. She called me a snob twice.
Bunny, are you being a snob?
No, we appreciate you having me in here, Bunny. You're willing to learn. And that's all that matters. You're willing to be here, to suffer through it, and try to make sense of it.
The filter is mine. Well, if anybody is interested, my shiners are now available. I am interested, but yeah. I have to talk to you. Figure something out.
A coral named Fraggle Rock. I'd start my saltwater tank today. That's funny. I mean, With the way Fraggles look, wouldn't that kind of be like a Christmas tree rock?
Yeah.
Which I have one at work. They're a lot smaller than I thought they would be. You always see like super zoomed in photos of the Christmas tree worms, but they're like tiny.
I'll start from somewhere, don't we? Yep. Damn straight. Snob McSnobber.
No, I know Bunny's just teasing. She teases because she loves me. And I accept because I love her.
Oh, yeah. I try to pick on Bunny, but I feel like she takes me really seriously sometimes.
Aw. You pick on Bunny and then you immediately feel bad because she's the sweetest person ever.
For real. See? See? I read those social cues good.
Yeah. Oh my god, I had a shirt made that said I cut up small animals and glue them to rocks. It's fragging awesome. That's hilarious.
What?
Bring that shirt back. I need to buy one. Like yesterday.
It sounds so horrid when you put it like that.
No, that's why I love it. I need that shirt.
Just about got canned into the salt tank yesterday. Belinda wants one with some clowns. Hey, some good fish to start off simple with.
Yep.
Have you kept salt water before, Craig? Just curious.
And the type of clown depends on what size tank you have. Because some clowns get big.
Yeah. If they're
Like
just your regular Ocellaris clowns, I mean, they're not going to get too big.
Right. We might be getting some really cool clowns. We had a customer come in. He said price isn't really an issue, but he just wants any that are like the what do they call those? Snowstorms, like the Dalmatian, like the white with the spots. Doesn't have to be like black and white. They can have some orange in
Like
them.
a
but
frostbite?
like a frostbite or
I have a frostbite.
mocha storm or something. Yeah.
I got a spawn of babies from that frostbite too, and then I sold them all. They were
Nice.
cute little buggers, but I didn't want to keep 1,000 fucking clowns.
Yeah. We have one at work, but it's paired up with a regular Ocellaris, and he wants like a pair of frostbites.
I mean, you can produce more with that anyways. You're just not going to produce as many.
Right.
They're going to look a little different.
I don't think he's looking to breed them though, just to have them. Mocha Storm Latin. Yep. That's because freaking clowns right now are like the I don't know, what would you compare those to? Like ball pythons. There's so many like color combinations and morphs of them.
Yeah. Cichlids.
Cichlids.
Comparing to cichlids.
Yeah.
No
They're all the
fuckheads.
same species, but they're just all different color morphs.
They're all little shitheads too.
Oh my god. It was funny, somebody asked me the other day, what's when you put your hands in the tanks, like what attacks you? And I'm like, clownfish.
Yep, and they will draw blood too.
Every time, clownfish are the meanest suckers.
I met a pretty nasty wolf eel. Son of a bitch. He about died that day. Cleaning one of my customers' tanks, and he's got a big old like
black
green
ice.
gray wolf eel.
Black
He's
ice.
about 2.5 feet. And I was
Yeah.
sitting there scrubbing the side of the tank, and that bastard launched out from underneath a rock and nailed the side of my hand. It was
Steven.
not pretty.
Steven says he probably asked that. You probably did ask that. It seems like any question where Steven asks where I involve getting hurt, within a week, I get hurt in that way.
The tomato clowns, yeah.
Tomatoes are mean.
Mm-hmm.
Any of
What's
the
that
tomatoes.
big one? or what's one of the? Yeah, it's a dark. It's almost like a maroon. It's one of the bigger species.
I think maroons. They get like 6 inches.
Could be. Those guys are pretty gnarly when they get breeding. They're ferocious little fuckers.
The whole tomato family is just so mean.
Mm-hmm.
Clarkies also get big and mean, but they host like anything. Any kind of anemone, they'll host it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I did want to start up a giant anemone tank.
Gold
Just strictly anemones.
Yeah, gold stripes are maroons. That's part of the maroon family.
Mm-hmm.
And gold nuggets. Gold nuggets are cute when they're older and they actually lose the white and get the yellow. They're so pretty.
I also like the black clowns too.
Mm-hmm.
Are those a morph of Ocellaris?
Yeah, those are Ocellaris. We just got a bunch of regular Ocellaris in, and they actually send us a mist bar. And I was like, funny how they find these little tiny flaws that, like, if you were normally breeding a fish that would get culled, and then they just add an extra name to it and add an extra $20 to it and try to sell it for extra.
Yep.
So a mist bar, for anybody that doesn't know, it's when the stripe on the side doesn't actually connect. There's usually a gap in it, and it's called because the bar. So, yeah.
Clark clowns are pretty cool too.
Yeah, Clarky clowns, but they get big. They are big and they are mean. I think those get like 8 inches, don't they?
I think so.
8 to 10.
Steven's all like Hexanian shit from halfway across the country.
That's okay. There's only so much how I can get hurt. I guess the next would be the black spine urchin. Guess I gotta go get myself stuck by that.
Yeah. Haha. Have fun with that.
Yeah.
Get you a nice flower. Get hit by one of them flowers.
Yeah, I was gonna say and get a flame urchin. Go.
Have a good night, Danikin. Thank you.
Good night.
That was a good stream earlier too.
I missed it. I'll have to watch the replay.
Oh yeah. Are you a member on his stream or on his channel?
I don't remember. If I'm not, I'll go become a member, and then I'll catch the next one. Have I been bit by an eel yet? No, and we have 2 of them at work. So that's probably what I'll do tomorrow. I'll go stick my finger in front of the eel and get bit. Just for you, Steven.
Yeah. Only eel I ever got bit by was that damn wolf eel. He said he about got jerked out of that tank.
I'll do it intentionally this time. It won't be an accident. Maybe that's how I'll break this chain. Is I'll do it on purpose.
What? Go start grabbing urchins and shit? What the hell?
I'm gonna wag my finger in front of the eel. Now we have a choice. I have a snowflake eel and I have a chain link. Which one should I poke at?
Neither. They both got some gnarly ass teeth, man. You're gonna get hurt. It's
but if
rip you apart.
It won't be the same. It'll break the chain.
Dude, for real, Andy, he latched onto the side of my hand here, and I like ripped my arm out of the tank real fast because I wasn't expecting it, and he came out of that tank. Luckily, I was able to get him kind of back in the water there before he hit the floor or anything. But scared the holy hell out of me, and it hurt, man. It hurt like a son of a bitch.
But I said it on Danny's stream on Saturday because it happened on Saturday. But I got poked by the lionfish at work on Saturday. That was not a fun 3 hours. I was bitching the whole time, and then once it dissipated, I went, "That wasn't so bad." And my coworkers like rolled their eyes. I'm like, "Yeah," as I've been complaining about it nonstop for the last 3 hours. They're like, "Yeah, exactly." I was like, it wasn't that bad. Yeah, I was scrubbing the tanks of algae, and I wasn't paying attention to what tank I was in. I thought he was like 2 or 3 systems further down the line, and I was swiping up the side of the tank and up to where the corner where he normally hangs out. And I essentially lifted him up out of the water, and he flopped, and he ended up sticking the side of my hand as he went back into the water.
It was your fault.
It was my fault. Yeah, completely my fault. Got any flame corals in the shop? You mean flame urchins? Fire urchins? I'm not sure what you mean by flame coral.
I bet, Kenny.
So lionfish could kill in the same way a bee sting could kill. If you're allergic, then it's deadly. But apparently I'm not. So
Found out the hard way.
that's the only way to find out. Get stung by one.
Shit.
Anytime I would have a new person at Petco and they'd freak out about the anemones, like, oh, can't those kill you? I was like, yeah, if you're allergic. They're like, how do you know if you're allergic? I'm like, go poke it.
Mm-hmm.
I'll stand next to you for the next 15 minutes.
Oh.
Go poke
I got Kevlar gloves for a fucking reason.
poke it. That's how you find out.
Uh-uh.
I have Benadryl in my purse. It's fine.
You paralyzed on the floor for the next 3 days. It ain't my fucking problem. I'm gonna leave your ass there. Because you're the dumbass that touched it.
It's fine. Apparently, I'm the expert anemone peeler at work right now. I'm apparently the best at getting anemones off rocks.
Yeah, with some long ass nails or something.
Not long, but yeah, just enough. Fire coral. No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
I'll look that
I
up.
think I know what he's talking about. Isn't it kind of like an anemone ABC?
Like an LPS? Now, I have heard of people getting stung by sweeper tentacles at night in their tank, but I have not been stung by like my hammer or my torch. They usually don't put out sweepers unless it's
Or
like
you sit there and you just hold your hand in an enemy, or I can't remember what it was. I held my hand down inside of it for like a good 20 minutes or so, and it got me good.
No, like I'll kind of brush against like the elegance corals at work, and I don't feel anything.
Stick your hand down there for a good few minutes.
Oh, okay. I'll do that tomorrow too. This hand is for the eel. This hand is for the elegance corals.
Lovely.
I'll do it at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So you keep all that stuff that can kill you. Yeah,
And-
throwing hits could kill you easily.
No, some of them are pretty harmless.
That's true. It's more of like the wild caught ones that you have to be careful with.
Yeah.
Aquacultured ones.
That and like they don't have the chromatophores. I mean, their chromatophores are not, is that no? That's not what they're called. Little fucking stingers are similar to a jellyfish's. So, you know what? Not all jellyfish are poisonous, but they'll give you a little sting or a nice little rash and stuff.
Yeah, just for fun, go lick a zoa. Yeah, go get some polytoxin.
One of you guys need to make a T-shirt that says "Go lick a Zoa."
Go lick a zoa. I'll do it. I need to make more merch. I'll go draw up a zoa really quick, the best I can. Make it like rainbow psychedelic. Go lick a zoa.
Hell yeah, they hurt, Danica. I've been stung by a couple of them.
My boss thought about ordering upside down jellies, but I was like, oh, those are boring.
It's just really hard to find anything else.
Yeah.
Really hard. Moon jellies are pretty damn expensive.
Yeah.
And
And
they're
we'd
kind of difficult to keep.
Yeah, we'd have to order a whole separate tank and set it up in order to have jellyfish. Oh, something exciting today. Our seahorse is eating frozen food. That was the newest exciting thing that happened today.
Yep. I do know they have those stingers. All have those stingers, but I do know some are a lot worse than others.
Yeah, the sweepers I was talking about. At night, they put out longer sweeper tentacles that
Yep.
apparently sting really bad.
Oh, yeah.
And that's why those are usually the more aggressive corals, like your chalices and your euphyllias. That's why you have to space them or put them next to others of the same type. Because, yeah, if those stingers touch non-aggressive corals, they just kill them.
Mm-hmm. Or each other.
Or each other.
And then some of them like to fight through chemical warfare.
Yep.
They'll seep out chemicals into the water, poison or toxins and shit in the water, and they'll float over and kill whatever's around them.
Yep.
forbidden snack. And
Forbidden.
candy able as always look tasty.
Mm-hmm.
While surfing, I got stung on both butt cheeks. I got some looks coming out of the water. Could not feel my feet. I bet. Oh. Do
Oh my god.
you know what kind of jellies they were? The moon jelly is only actually live about 6 months, so that's yeah. Yep.
I just learned that apparently there's freshwater jellies that are native in the Midwest. I had no idea.
Really?
Yeah. I'll have to find the link again and send it to you. Yeah,
Do it.
so they spend most of their life in their larval state. They're only like actual jellyfish for a few months, like midsummer. Um, but yeah, I'll have to send you the link, and we'll have to do like a focus or species spotlight or whatever you want to do. We'll have to talk about them. I couldn't find like a common name. I could only find the scientific name, which fuck trying to say that.
Got stung by Hollywood stunner chalice sweeper. Ay.
Because I had a customer come in saying that he wanted to have a freshwater jelly tank, and I was like, "Oh yeah, there's a lake somewhere towards the west that has like a whole lake full of freshwater jellies." And I was trying to Google it, and yeah, I just Googled like freshwater jellyfish, and then Missouri Conservation was like the third website on the search. I was like,
I wonder
what?
if you can keep them in an aquarium, or if people do keep them in an aquarium.
I was like, Missouri Conservation, what? And I clicked on it, and yeah, it pulled up a whole fact sheet, and yeah, I was like, holy shit, they're native here.
It'd be really cool to see, like, or at least watch their life cycle in an aquarium and stuff like that. You know, a little
Right?
science project or something at the very least, since they don't live all that long.
I wonder if they fluoresce like the saltwater ones do, like if you put them under colored LEDs, if they catch the light.
Possibility.
Yeah. Yeah, I was just
Hmm.
amazed. Shit, now I need to go. I need to get a butterfly net and go jellyfishing. Wear a SpongeBob outfit. We're going jellyfishing.
Some great videos of some freshwater corals this weekend. Bryozoans making a video on them. That's pretty dang cool. Check
Who
that
said?
out.
See? I'll have to, yeah, I'll have to watch out for that.
Tyler, I was grateful another inch further. I don't think I could handle taking a ball shot from one. Oh man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if it makes your legs numb
Uh,
from their butt, then yeah.
You should have just had all your buddies pissing on your butt cheeks, man. Make you feel better. Joking. Pretty damn weird. Think you get looks coming out of the water after that. You get some real weird looks doing that.
When I got stung by the lionfish, I immediately went over to the utility sink and just started running it under hot water to try to dissipate the venom. And yeah, my whole
I visited Texas and I went to the Gulf and went swimming. I got stung on a foot and I pissed on my own foot. It actually works.
yeah.
I can say it honestly works.
I think I heard
That's what I'm saying, Kenny. For real. Freshwater jelly tank.
yes.
That's the first thing that came to mind when she said that.
Great live stream ideas, Gina and SpongeBob costume. There we go.
It's a real thing. Man pee will work.
Yeah, it's the acidity. I think vinegar also works also.
I think if you get stung in the balls, your only hope is if you're a floater.
Good night, Kenny.
Have a good night, man.
ABC Kenny.
Mm-hmm. Not too far behind you.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They're
We're already
four-
over.
Another 4 minutes and I'm hopping off here.
There we go.
I'm all chink-eyed because I'm so tired.
I'm getting there. Words are starting to overlap each other. I will lose all respect for you, Gina, in the SpongeBob costume. Oh no, I can't do it then, guys. I need all of Bunny's respect. I can't lose Bunny. Starting to see little sponges, little pineapple sponges. Heck yeah.
Nice.
Are they
Hang for another 5 minutes.
cone shaped or are they like little like half circles, like half spheres? Not that it matters. They're both good.
It's pretty cool.
Kenny E says, "Well, then I'll have to hang out for another 5 minutes."
Heck yeah.
Yes, pineapple sponges are a good sign in your tank. Yeah, they look like little cones. Yep, those are pineapple sponges. We had a bunch of them popping up in one of my tanks at Petco, and then we got a trigger in, and he ate all of them. It's like, dang it. Or volcanoes, yeah. Yep, those are pineapple sponges.
Right.
Question: what is the perfect alkalinity for a saltwater tank? Between 9 and 12.
Yeah. Yep.
It's usually what we shoot for is between 9 and 12.
That's what I shoot for as well.
I've had multiple customers come in the last few weeks with like 17. I'm like, how? They're like, yeah, I use buffers. Well, stop, because it's too high.
You said they do look like little cones.
Yeah, little volcanoes.
SpongeBob living in a pineapple is somewhat accurate.
Yep. Mind blown. Yep.
Yeah, guys, also don't forget about the Fish Fam auction, July 9th. I think it's at 8 p.m. Eastern.
This Saturday, right? Yeah.
Yep. And then Thursday, giveaway, Firehorn, Title 35, and some Dark Dragon guppies.
And saying some guppies.
Yep. And we're also going to try to shoot for a game night next week, the 16th.
I was just thinking about that Saturday. I was like, isn't this supposed to be game night? Are we doing it once a month?
This last month, yeah, just because 4th of July and everything, I had a lot going on.
Right.
So we skipped this last weekend here.
When they get that high, will it start to hurt the fish gills? I don't know. Brennan, do you know anything about that?
I don't fucking know.
I'd have to ask my boss. He's like a living saltwater encyclopedia. He knows fucking everything. Maybe I'll have to secretly record his answer because I won't fucking remember half the shit he says.
Yeah, if anybody's interested in joining me for game night, let me know. Discord, Instagram, or my email. Find that all on fishfam.link.
Oh, I think you picked it up. That jelly is called the peach blossom jellyfish, and originally from Yangtze River Basin in China. It is found on every continent except Antarctic. Huh.
Yeah, that's cool.
You're welcome, Andy. Thank you for your kind words.
Thank you. Yeah, it was a good stream. I was actually able to get my words out.
Yes, you did very good. He's a nut fondler.
Don't forget about Discord. I don't have the link offhand here. I just now thought about it. I know Steven and Rico and all of them have started a community Discord. So if you'd like to be a part of that, I think there's a link on Steven's last video. Knowing him, there probably is. Or you can find it on fishfam.link. I also have one. I started it a while ago.
Yeah, I think it's on your FishFam page.
I have no idea.
Thank you, Bunny, for posting all the links.
Thank you, thank you. All right, I'll push it just 3 more minutes here. 145. Leaving at 140 just feels weird.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll have to look into more of those. Look into the jellyfish more and see if people have kept them in captivity successfully.
Yeah. Thanks, Steven.
I do remember, like I said, I do remember reading that most of their life they live in like a larval phase, and then they turn into jellyfish just for breeding.
Shit, regardless what they do, the cutest shit to watch the whole process in person.
Right? Oh, so we have a breeding program for Bergia nudibranchs, and whenever I first started is when we really started moving a lot of the eggs to a separate nursery tank. Well, those Bergias are finally hatching and actually turning into Bergias. So it's like they live in their larval phase for like 2 months, and you don't see them, but they're there. And then once they turn into the Bergia nudibranch, like they just explode. Like every day they get bigger. Oh my god, it's so
Oh,
exciting.
yeah. It's raining very heavy here. Yeah, it was here the other day. I had siding get ripped off my house, my shed get torn apart, all sorts of shit. Had to cut down trees all the next day. The whole
Yeah.
town got fucking smashed.
Ian says we might as well do 2 hours.
Nope. I'm getting off at 145 just because you said something.
Uh-oh.
Yep. Thursday's the next stream. It's just going to be a giveaway stream. I don't have anything extra planned for that. Just going to hang out and do that.
Random thoughts and a giveaway. It rained yesterday, I think. No, the day before, but it's been so hot and muggy. I actually haven't sent out Rico's frozen food yet because we're under a heat advisory. It's been like over 100.
They just sent Whip a bunch of plecos. Well, not a bunch. I sent him 6 of them, but to Illinois, so it's not too bad. Not too far from me, I guess. Shipping was pretty darn cheap,
Yeah.
so I just threw an ice pack in there and sent them on their way. They'll handle. Yeah, I'm in a nice insulated box and everything too.
Yeah, Ian, we have 4 breeding stocks right now, and then at least 20 babies that are steadily growing. So yeah,
Nice.
plus we have them in maintenance customers tank, so I can always ask my boss to grab a jar of them. So yeah, let me know when you're ready, and I'll get your Berges and your mystery pack of frags together.
Heck yeah. Well, guys, it is that time.
Yep.
I'm tired and I need to get some sleep.
Yep.
So I appreciate everybody being here, and I hope I wasn't too unbearable to listen to earlier.
No.
I thought it was a lot of good information.
Yes.
Besides that, see you guys Thursday.
Yep.
Your water changes glass holes.
Good night.
Besides that, yeah, I'm out.
Bye.